Getting over him. I got no rules, I count 'em.
Hey guys, it's Bree. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my March favorites. These are all the products that I have been using and loving in the month of March. I can't believe it's already April. That's insane. So these are all the makeup and beauty products that I have been loving in the month of March. So if you want to see what I've been loving, just keep watching. Okay guys, so the first, I have 3 items right here that are non-makeup. The first one is this AHA Peel So Good Skin Renewal Solutions. It is a, I thought when I bought it, it was a face mask, but it's actually a face wash. You just, wash your face with it. It says, it's in a different language, so I think it's like Korean or, Korean beauty care. So, clean your face. You get a coin size amount and it's gel. You massage it into your face and it starts to ball up and just kind of fall off of your face, and my face feels so good every time I use this. I don't use it every day. It doesn't say how many times you can use this. I feel like if I used it every day it would be a little too harsh, but I do use it once or twice a week and my face feels so refreshed every time I use it. I really like it. I think I got it for $6 from TJ Maxx, so I really love this. Okay, the next is a face wash. This is the Soap & Glory The Fab Pore Purifying Foam Cleanser. Just a face wash, and I actually really love to use this one with my cleansing brush that I have. But you can see it's like all the way down here. I really like this one. I always use the vitamin C face wash, but I started using this one just to kind of switch it up, and I have seen a difference in my skin. If I stick to washing my face, I use it in the morning and at night sometimes. Sometimes I'm really lazy and I don't wash my face, and that's when I break out. But I really do like this. I don't know if I've noticed a difference in my pores, but I do have pores, but they're not huge. Like, they're not very, visible anyways, but I really do like this. And then the last facial skincare is this Pearlescence Argon and Vitamin E Nourishing Facial Oil. I got this from TJ Maxx for $6, and you can see, like, I literally just touch the little dropper to my hands with like 2 little drops of oil, and I rub it all over my entire face. And I like to use this at night because I feel like it's a little too heavy to wear throughout the day, but it says you can use it under your moisturizer, and sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I really love the way my skin feels the next morning after putting this on at night. And I'm serious, I use the tiniest amount and it covers my entire face. I really liked that one. Which, who would have thought, like, I have oily skin, and I don't know, my skin's been crazy, but that I would like a facial oil. So random. Okay, so then into beauty, my, like, highlight of this month would be my Morphe 39A Dare to Create palette. I just filmed, this is actually look number 10 in this series. This was my, like, season 3 of my 10 looks using one palette series. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it down below, but I like to take a palette and I will try to highlight it, and I tried to create 10 looks using the one palette just to kind of push myself and see how many different looks I can create. I like doing that because I feel like there's so many new releases, there's so many new products coming out that sometimes you buy a palette and you use it once, or like I will use it once on my channel, and then it's on to the next, on to the new one, on to the one that just came out. And tons of people go and buy palettes and use those palettes every single day. So I really like this series because it makes me use the stuff that I already have instead of feeling like I need to go out and buy the next new thing. So I really do like that. I don't have a ton of new stuff. Obviously my primers are still the same. The Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. It's seriously so amazing. If you haven't tried this, this is the trial size. I use the smallest amount every time I do my makeup to fill my pores, and literally, looking in this mirror, my pores are like gone. And the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, I just really like how this feels. I will spray this all over my face, and then I go in with this one. If you've seen any of my videos, you know this is what I use. I feel like I don't need to tell you guys every time, but it's so good. It's so good. I just go back to it when I test out different primers. I'm like, I don't like that. Okay, so for foundations, I have 3 right here. I have been loving the Fenty Beauty foundation. I really like this, especially when I don't have a ton of breakouts. It looks and feels so nice on the skin throughout the whole day. I maybe need to touch up one time with powder, but then it went back to looking like I just applied it, and it's beautiful and it looks so skin-like. I really, really like this. I thought this was so hyped up, and that's why it took me forever to try it out, but I really, really like this. I did do a foundation wear test on pretty much all of these, so I can link all those down below if you want to see them. The Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. If I need coverage, I know this is way too light for me. I don't know why I got the, like, almost the lightest shade. But if I need coverage added to a foundation, I add this. It is so nice. I wish I could wear it on its own. I need to buy a new shade. I just need to buy a new one, but I need to buy a darker shade, but I have so many foundations that I just need to stop buying foundations. But I love it. I love using this to lighten any of my darker foundations. I love it to add coverage. I just think it's such a beautiful foundation. I really like it. And I totally think this lived up to the hype of it. And then the next one, I know, so controversial, but the Tarte Shape Tape Matte Foundation. I really do like this. If I feel like it's a little too light or I'm already feeling really dry, I will mix it in with a more hydrating foundation. Also, it's kind of a little heavy if I just use this one, so I like to mix it in with more of a liquidy foundation, like the NYX Total Control Drops, the Stila Aqua Serum Foundation that I have. There's a couple others that this just mixes in really nicely. My next favorite is this Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I love this. I'm so excited about it. I have just been using my Tarte Shape Tape over and over again, and my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer over and over again, and this one is great. This one really reminds me of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. Okay, so my memory card was full. That's the first time that's ever happened. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. Anyway, so this concealer is very light on the skin. You can't feel it. It blends out like nothing. It blends out so easy. It highlights the face beautifully, and it just feels really good. Like, it's not really heavy. So I like that a lot. I really like it, and it's like a $5 or $7 concealer. The next concealer is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I really, really like this one. In my testing out, what was it? It was like 5 first impressions with the CoverGirl stuff. I tested out this concealer, and it like had no coverage at all. This is very full coverage. It isn't as full coverage as Tarte Shape Tape, but I can see why it gets compared to that. For a $7 concealer, it's amazing. If you haven't tried this, try it. It's so good. If I need a little more coverage than just this Catrice Camouflage, Liquid Camouflage Concealer, I will put this right on the inner corners right here just to add a little more coverage when, you know, the bags under my eyes are a little more unruly. And it works so great. So these 2 concealers have been awesome this month. They're basically the only ones I go for. The Maybelline Fit Me powder is still killing it. It's awesome. I use it every single day. I actually used, I think on Easter, I used the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I was like, I should have used my Fit Me. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It looks so good under the eyes, and it's so easy to set the rest of the face, and it's lightly colored. Like it has a tint to it, so you don't have to worry about looking ghostly under your eyes or a little bit of flashback, because I do notice flashback with the Laura Mercier. Some people don't. I notice it. I don't know. My next 2 favorites are the Benefit Hoola Lite Bronzer and the Dandelion Blush. These are beautiful. I have the original Hoola, and I really, really like that one, but this one is beautiful. It blends out so seamlessly, and it looks so good. I definitely think the original Hoola will be my summer shade, but this one has been so nice this winter. Yeah, I basically use it every time. And then this blush is so pretty. I'm wearing almost, you know, most of this stuff today, except for the foundations. But mostly everything else is on my face today, and I love this blush. It's the same. It blends out so seamlessly. It's so pretty. It is a light, beautiful flush of color. It is perfect for someone who likes a little bit of blush, but doesn't like blush like I do. So this one has been perfect. I've really been liking that. Okay, and the last two are lippies. I've been loving these Lorac highly pigmented lipsticks. I just think they're really pretty. I'm wearing this one on my lips today. This is in the shade Minimalist. It's so pretty and they're really comfortable on the lips, so I actually really have been liking these. And I'm not like a lipstick person. I'm a liquid lipstick person, so I really do like these. And then this is the Galactic Beauty Matte Lip Paint. I really like this one too. It is such a comfortable matte liquid lipstick. I want to get more shades because I really love this formula. I think it wears nicely throughout the entire day. I don't find myself needing to touch it up a lot. I really like this one, and that was a BoxyCharm item, and I love when my BoxyCharm items are like my monthly favorites because then I'm like getting my money's worth. And the last favorites are these Sonia Kashuk Makeup Blender sponges. These are the marbled ones. They're my favorite. Since I bought these, I have not been able to use any other sponge. I just absolutely love them. First of all, the design is adorable. I know this one's disgusting, but I've been using it. And I love that it has the flat bottom right here. So, and it also gets really big, so it's so easy to blend out your foundation all over your face. Sometimes with the smaller sponges, you find yourself kind of blending forever and ever, and I really like them. They're squishy, they grow a lot when you dampen them, so that's awesome. I really like those, and they're inexpensive. I got both of these for $10, so they're right at the same price range as the Real Technique sponge, and I have not been able to put this sponge down. Okay, and I do have a couple of flops. I've actually already given the flops away that I had this month, but except for one. So my first flop of this month, it's this Catrice Prime and Fine Pore Refining Anti-Shine Base. First of all, it does not refine pores. It comes out, when I hear pore refining, I think of a thicker texture, maybe a little silicone, a little more slick, and this comes out like a moisturizer. It feels like a moisturizer. It goes on like a moisturizer. It did not mattify my skin at all. I don't think it kept me matte throughout the day at all. And also, it did not fill in my pores, not even one tiny little bit. So I don't really know because it doesn't do anything that it says it's supposed to do, and this is gonna be given away. I actually did give it away, but she left it here on accident, so the rest of the stuff I did already give away. So my next miss for this month was the BH Cosmetics foundation that I tested out. I did do a foundation wear test, so I will link that down below so you can check it out. I just didn't like it. It wore off like on the bottom half of my face, which when I have my makeup on, I don't touch my face that much. So I don't know why it would completely be worn off on my face, but that was awful. I did not like it. I literally gave that foundation away the next day. I know in that video I said I was going to try it again, but sometimes you just don't want to. It was not good at all. I mean, it's only an $8 foundation, but there are better $8 foundations out there. So yeah, I gave that one away. The Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks that I got from TJ Maxx, I would be so mad if I paid full price for those because they are so dry and uncomfortable on the lips. The colors are really pretty. I still use them mixing them with more comfortable liquid lipsticks or more comfortable lipsticks. I use them that way because the colors are really pretty. Also, if you want to like mix it with a gloss or something and really moisturize your lips before, maybe it won't be as bad, but they were so bad. I don't think I've ever really had a lipstick dry and flake all over my chin as much as those ones did. So that's really disappointing. Okay, the CoverGirl concealer that I tested out in that 5 First Impressions I mentioned before, it was awful. I put it on and I blended it out and it literally blended out to nothing. It covered nothing. It highlighted nothing. Maybe I just have too much to cover for something like that. What was it? The CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer or something like that. It went with that new launch, but that was awful. It was not even worth it. You might as well just not use concealer. I mean, because it did nothing. It did nothing and it looked like nothing. Like, go watch that video and watch me blend it out, and you can see that it literally blended out to nothing, which is crazy. So that one wasn't good at all. And then the other thing I got rid of this month was the Maybelline Master Contour Palette. It just didn't work for me. I tried, and I kept it for a while because I remember I used it in a 5 First Impressions months ago, and the contour showed up really pink on me, which is weird. That's never happened before. The highlighter, it was alright. It just isn't what I like. And it was just kind of a blah palette to me. I never reached for it, and there was no reason for me to keep it. It was just taking up space in my drawers. So I just decluttered that one and gave that one away to someone that might actually get a little more use out of it than I did. So those were all of my hits and misses for this month. All my hits and flops, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, also another miss is me ripping off my nail again. That sucks. I'm wearing a My Little Pony band-aid. That sucks. I hate it so much. Yeah, those were all of my hits and misses. These are all the products that I've been loving and not so much loving in the month of March. Let me know down below any products that you have been loving this month, any new products you tested out, any old products that you have recently fallen in love with or re-fallen in love with. I love hearing what you guys are loving. Also, give me some ideas of some new products to try. I feel like I'm just in a weird place right now, but with buying makeup and stuff. But these, yeah, all these products were pretty good. I'm wearing mostly all of it on my face today, so you can kind of see how they all worked. I did film this face makeup using most of these favorites, so that will be coming up. This eye look should be up already. It is, like I said, look number 10 in my 10 looks using one palette series, so I will link that down below and in the eye over here so you can check it out if you want to. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I post 3 videos every week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video.
Over him, I got no rules, I count 'em.